Previously on Travelzilla, we visited the incredible neighborhood of Akihabara. We had the best time in the incredible neighborhood of Harajuku. Check this out. We had the opportunity to see the beauty and the chaos of Shibuya Crossing. And we saw a professional dance class with Beyoncé's choreographer. Now I'm ready to meet my friend Michiko and be your guide in Ginza, Roppongi, and the Imperial Palace. Are you ready? Let's go! Ginza is one of the coolest and most upscale areas of Tokyo. It has some of the best shops in Japan, international brands, department stores, boutiques, cafes, and restaurants to die for. Not to mention two of the world's most expensive streets, Chuodori and Harumidori. Ginza was built upon a swamp filled in the 16th century. The name Ginza means silver mint and was given because the area was the site of a silver coin mint in the Edo period, from the 1600s to the 1800s. The Kabukiza Theater is in the area. It's the best place in the city to watch the traditional kabuki, which is a classic Japanese theater dance drama. In front of the Kabukiza Theater, I met with my friend Michiko, a Tokyo native I first met when we both lived in New York City in the 90s, but we hadn't seen each other in 17 years. Michiko gave us a tour of the area. She took us to this incredible mall called GINZA I. It's Ginza's largest shopping complex. It's mainly devoted to cosmetics, interior design, there's a theater, and a really cool bookstore as well. Thanks, Michiko. Then we walked around some of the smaller roads such as the restaurant line Ginza Quarter Street and many other streets. Michiko and I had a lot to talk about since we used to see each other a lot back in New York City. Yet we haven't seen each other in 17 years. Time flies.
Okay.
Olha pra.
Hello.
Hello, Michiko.
Hi.
Michiko in the house. Yeah. Michiko in
The house. Yep.
Yeah.
After a tour of the neighborhood and a long chat, we decided not to go to a fancy sushi place as previously thought, but to a more local, traditional Japanese seafood joint, so she took us to Uomaru. I loved the experience. It was very different, very local, and very roots.
So Michiko, what's this place called?
Uomaru.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Let's go.
In the middle of one of Tokyo's most expensive areas, I never expected to find little alleyways in an atmosphere from a different Japan, from a time long gone, and that tourists aren't really familiar with, you know what I mean?
It's a very special moment, right?
So welcome to Japan.
Welcome to
So
Japan!
happy to see you guys. Kanpai. This is important. I don't like this. Arigatou gozaimasu. Oh, with a bottle. Arigatou Go like this. That's how we do here in izakaya, Japanese style. For you?
Michiko, say hello.
Hello, everyone. This is good.
You can eat, Wow. Fiumi manda pra mim. Best ginger ale ever. And now some real sushi in Japan. I'm so freaking excited.
We had sushi, sashimi, ebi shumai, crabs, and a few other dishes I don't remember the names of, and it was so good, so tasty. I'm used to Japanese food. In Sao Paulo, where I'm from, there are thousands of sushi restaurants, and I truly enjoyed this one. Not to mention the ginger ale, it was amazing. After dinner, we walked around many incredible side streets filled with little restaurants. It was amazing. Then Michiko took us to the Tokyo International Forum, which is a multi-purpose exhibition center in Tokyo which houses some pretty important national and international events in the city. The forum was built on the site of the old City Hall. It's a pretty amazing building. Check this out.
His name, him. He. This place called Tokyo International Forum.
From there, we headed to the world-famous Tokyo Station, home to some pretty important lines such as the JR line and the famous Shinkansen train, not to mention the Tokyo Metro. The station is beautiful, it was built in 1914 and it's really well preserved. And before I knew it, it was time to say goodbye to my friend Michiko. Bye, old friend.
So nice to see you, Rodrigo. It's been 70 years.
17 years, say goodbye.
Bye. See you soon.
After Michiko left us, we went back to Ginza's most expensive streets to check out the window displays at night. Check this out, it's incredible! The Tokyo Imperial Palace is the primary residence of the Emperor of Japan. It's a large park-like area. The buildings include the main palace, the private residences of the imperial family, an archive, museums, and administrative offices. The current building is built on the site of the old Edo Castle and it's located in the city center, surrounded by a park and modern buildings all around. In 1868, when the emperor left Kyoto, he moved here and called it Tokei Castle or Tokeijo. That's where the name of the city comes from. Much of the previous buildings were built using wooden structures that were replaced or destroyed along the years by fires, earthquakes, wars, so on and so forth. The inner grounds of the palace are generally not open to the public, only on January 2nd, New Year's greeting, and on February 23rd, the Emperor's birthday. Visitors are able to enter the inner palace and see the members of the imperial family who appear on a balcony. Guided tours take place all year round, but no buildings are entered. Roppongi is a district of Minato in Tokyo, famous for the affluent Roppongi Hills development area and a very popular nightclub scene. It's a very busy business and commercial center crowded with corporate offices and stores. The name Roppongi was given to this area in 1660 and it literally means 6 trees. 6 very old and large Zelkova trees, that is. This very large building behind the overpass is the Mori Tower, one of the tallest in the city, 238 meters and 54 floors tall. The Tokyo Tower is a communications and observation tower in Minato. It is 332.9 meters or 1,092 feet tall, and it's the second tallest structure in all of Japan after the Tokyo Sky Tree. The tower was originally built in 1958. The tower has 2 observatories. The tower broadcasts signals for Japanese media outlets such as NHK, TBS, and Fuji TV. The tower's 2 main sources of income are leasing and tourism. The tower is open to visitors every day from 9 a.m. to 10:45 p.m. Adults pay 1,200 yen or 10 euros, $11 for the main deck, and 2,800 yen for both decks, if you buy it online of course, and then 3,000 if you buy at the ticket counter. Hey guys, there's so much more to Tokyo than whatever you've seen here. Pay a visit to the city, it's amazing. And don't forget to drop a like, leave a comment, share, and subscribe. See you in my next videos. Arigatou gozaimasu. Sayonara. Bye bye.